The announcement the president made includes a number of measures that will help us address the Delta variant. The requirements that we just heard about are one part of that, but they're only one part of that. It includes also measures to increase our testing capacity to shore up our hospitals and healthcare systems which are struggling with Delta. But what the president and what all of us have said as public health leaders from the earliest part of this pandemic is that we have to use every lever of government, and we all in the private sector have to do everything we can to tackle this virus.
Surgeon General Dr. Vivek Murthy. Notice that he did not answer that question, Jason. She asked him, what changed for both Biden and for Jen Psaki. No answer from the Surgeon General.
Yeah, I mean, I think what he was trying to get across, and I understand that he didn't directly answer the question, but I think what he was trying to get across was that, pretty much things are not improving at the rate that we need them to improve. Public health is not improving. And to avoid some of the things that could happen is, with lockdowns and all of that kind of stuff, we have to take desperate measures. I think there was a time when the pandemic was looking like it was going to head in a particular direction. I think at one point, the Biden administration believed that the majority of Americans would get 2 shots of the vaccine or 1 shot if they're getting the J&J, and that we would be in a different place right now. We're not. So I think that they are trying to, in the interest of public health, circumstances change, times change. And I think everybody's just exhausted with this whole thing.
Yeah.
We just want it to be done with. Now, I think that there are certain questions. One you've often raised, and that is the people who have antibodies because they've had COVID before. So I think you're going to see some lawsuits based on that. But even then, we don't know how long, or can't estimate really how long those antibodies last from the stuff that I was trying to find.
Yeah.
And so in a lot of cases, because you've had people who have caught COVID twice within a couple of months. So in that case, the rigorous testing still makes sense. You don't have to get vaccinated, but you have to get tested. Of course, OSHA has not released what
on that point, Jason.
Sure.
Why not do that to vaccinated people though? Because my understanding is that people who get vaccinated are getting breakthrough infections at higher rates than people who are getting reinfected with COVID. So shouldn't we routinely test the vaccinated?
The what I've seen is that 95% of people under 65 who are vaccinated do not get COVID or are protected from COVID.
Yes.
It drops significantly if you're over 65. So if you're over 65, I would tell you, if you're going to go to that football game, wear a mask, even if you're vaccinated, to be honest with you, because I think the coverage goes to about 79, 80% if you are over 65. So I think that they need to be a little more careful than a young, healthy person. But in terms of reinfections, I haven't, I don't know, maybe you can show me the numbers on that, but I haven't really seen numbers on it. And you're right.
The robust Israeli study showed that those people, and these are thousands and thousands of people, showed that people who had prior infection were 27 times better protected than those who were double vaccinated with the Pfizer vaccine.
Again, we don't know for the amount of time, that their antibodies last. And that's the thing we've seen.
And the same
vary.
Yeah. No, that's fair. But I would say the same is true with vaccination though, too. The idea is like, we've only had the vaccine for a limited window. Right. And so we don't know the amount of time that vaccine is going to provide.
Yeah, that's true. I think that's being studied. And that's why very soon you're going to see boosters. I think within a couple of months, because they are finding that certain vaccines, particularly Pfizer, which of course would be the vaccine that I got, is starting to wear off. The protection is starting to wear off. So you're going to get boosters. I would bet by November, December, people they're going to start really pushing people to get the booster shot.